Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Do You Want to Continue with SeekNStrike and AvoPlus. Here at my side, the man, the myth, the legend. He's aced every single first-person shooter that he's ever graced. And speaking of grace, we've got another one here. It's called Yes, Your Grace.
Still
this game
stung about it. It's been a whole
2
weeks.
2 weeks, unbelievable.
And he's still stung about the fact that I didn't like
This is
the generic first-person shooter.
This is the first game from this studio called Brave at Night.
What else have they made?
This is the first game of a studio called Brave at Night.
That's it? They don't have anything else? What's the point of naming the
Excuse me,
studio?
band that just made your first album? What else did you do?
Why name the studio then? Why name the studio? Okay, alright, sure.
This game came out around a year ago, actually, right as Corona lockdowns were starting in 2020. They have another game coming out in May, so whenever this comes out, I don't want to say if it's next month or last month, who knows, right? But it's going to be called, what is it called? It's called Mind Scanners, coming out in May. But this one is a little bit more of a visual novel here, kind of folksy. Like, it's not really, they say, like, if you hit new game here, they say it's like a game about decisions and decisions matter and all this stuff. And to some degree, they're kind of right. But the real selling point of this game is going to be based off the story, the music, and the visuals. It's not a whole lot of gameplay in this one. But I still had a fun time when I played through it.
What a terrible sell. What a terrible sell. I'm starting to think the games are not bad. It's just your selling skills, mate. I have not invested at all.
Oh, and then let me go ahead and start a timer here.
Is this just like Papers, Please and that kind of stuff?
Nope, not quite.
Alright. Okay, I have to put out a crown for them to find adventures.
I wonder what item. Oh, the golden thing was the crown.
You joke, but I don't like when. Does it have keyboard controls as well?
I don't think it does. I do not think it does. This might be just
that's how. So I can just leave now. Okay.
Yep, here's your castle. Looks like the Red Keep. Looks kind of Asian as well. What?
What Asia?
What do you mean?
What part of Asia has these kind of castles?
In terms of the layout, like Asian strongholds have a very specific layout.
Yeah, but what kind of Asia? Do you tell me?
Oh,
Chinese, Japanese,
like
and
Chinese
Turkish?
Asia in their Three Kingdoms sort of era.
Okay. That's because
Is that
war.
Well, that's because that's one specific instance that I know. Yeah. There it is. Story. We start in media ray. What are you gonna do?
Even the least brave soldier essential on place for cars. Oh, okay. It's because now we have to. They're asking you to murder them or not.
He's a deserter. Well, not murder. You would be executed.
No. Well, no, it's murder.
Well, when you're
It's just a
when
different
you're
kind of
when you're the
murder.
king, it's execution.
It's murder with authority.
It's murder with authority, which is why it's
Correct,
called
so
execution,
the-
isn't it?
Blues channel.
Yeah, your kingdom is Davern or something like that, and then we'll go follow the guy that's just beckoned you.
Quite literally.
What's very funny is that in the Steam settings or in the Steam store for this game, it says it has full audio support for other languages, but they still just moan and groan like this anyway.
That's pretty cool.
But it is fully localized in I think like 13 languages or something, which is really cool.
I'm waiting for me at the wall. Cool.
Yeah, of course. You're the king. A nice little visual here. What are you gonna do, huh?
Assuming we're murdering people.
Well, it's up to you. Now you're gonna be murdering people.
Alright, yeah.
It didn't have to be this way. You could have raised the white flag.
They're invading us, right?
Well, that
So
was
we're
an
definitely
option. I
murdering
mean, that was an option.
That's no. What is this? What kind of a coward king? You know what it reminds me? It actually reminds me of the aesthetic of For the King. I think it was called. Another very similar game to this.
Here's the garden. Just like Game of Thrones, all of your family scenes happen in the garden.
What is he playing hide and seek?
Yes.
They're not even trying.
Well, I bet you didn't see her, huh? So this is your family.
Okay, fine, so I guess I need to. You're also showing you spoke. You guys are terrible players.
Well,
What is this hide and seek MMR game? Like this is just like 1K?
come on, dude.
Is she like in her boy phase now?
Is she in her what?
Her boy
What
phase?
does that mean?
You know, when you get a teenager, you go boy crazy. Oh, actually, sorry, that's bad because I assumed maybe she's in the girl phase too.
I don't know. I mean, it's a fantasy game, so maybe she's having a troll phase or an ogre phase. It was bad for you to assume.
I guess what? Because trolls don't have traditional genders.
It's a fantasy game. What you're saying
All
that?
right, let me rephrase. Is she in her phase where she just wants to have sex with things, whatever it is, whatever
know.
her preference be?
We'll have to see. We'll have to see and find out.
I hope her preference is not like sex with like dead bodies or something like that, because that one I can't get behind, no matter how progressive I want to be. If she's like, if like I find her afterwards collecting the arrows of my archers and like having sex with bodies.
She's Pudge, you know.
yeah, I know. What are you doing? Are you scavenging? Oh no,
no! Don't look! I'm wrapping presents in here.
You must have. You are in plain sight. Oh my goodness. So I guess the king is just very stupid and his obviously daughter.
It's his family. What are you gonna call your daughter stupid because she hops out of the rose bush to yell at her sister?
Yes. Yes. I would disown her for that. Like,
Wow.
what kind of common sense are you demonstrating?
Alrighty, here. This is the core gameplay. There's a lot of like decision making and stuff like that.
Okay. Now we have resources. What is that? Drama?
That's like your happiness, your kingdom happiness.
Okay. Then, is that dead mice?
I think that is a mouse. I forget what that one is. It's been about a year since I played this game.
Okay. So now people request stuff. Can you go and speak to Lord Sila?
That is your daughter.
Yeah, I know.
The one that is
the boy crazy.
boy crazy.
Yeah. Sorry. Thing crazy.
Thing crazy.
Yeah.
There it is. She's wandering out the wall.
Okay. So now what? Like I can leave?
Well, I mean, you can if you want, but there's petitioners.
Oh, okay. I see. So I can leave and do that one thing. Or I
Yeah.
can go and listen to the petitions. Cool. Okay, you're great. Cyber madness. Mains have soaked through our roofs. The pantry roof has collapsed. As well as some walls of our town. Why is the dungeon capitalized? Okay.
It's a good question, actually.
Oh, that's so cute. Let's see. Okay, that seems fine. When you pull down the petitions, your advisor makes a note about the encounter in your archives. You can see. Okay. Okay, so I can.
Yep.
Oh,
So there's the people needs. There's like notes about your family in case you forget. Stuff
okay,
like
so okay. You guys, I love that. Zalpino. Okay. You're poor. You want to hire a band?
And they want to buy some wine.
5 gold and 5 supplies? You don't even have my blessing. You're a greedy bit. Oh, I guess I'm the king.
You're the king.
5
gold
I'm
and 5
benevolent.
supplies.
Fine. I feel bad.
I don't remember what I'm pretty sure I didn't. So there you go. You got 1 happiness, right? Because now people are happier that you're the king. You know, it's good news, good politics and stuff like that.
Entry completed. So what?
It's it shows up,
Oh,
yeah.
help with a wedding. Oh,
Yep.
okay. I see.
And then people like come back in this game, right? Like I think this guy comes back way later, for example. So I don't think we'll see him again.
Okay, that seems fine.
This guy just throwing out gold to everyone, man.
I mean, these are valid things. I'm a king.
I'm a king.
Okay.
So that one's not completed, so it'll come back.
Yeah, I understand. What is this guy? Peasant. Monsters. Beast dressed in black. I heard the dreadful screams of the slain.
They were
Smoking.
smoking.
Man, check what happened. I was responsible. Tell me more. Bright redheads, short but sharp. What? Redheads?
Oh, I guess they were redheads.
Oh no, it's the Irish.
Oh no! They started doing a speech about a bridge or something like
Gleaming metal for their claws, definitely the Irish.
that. Sounds about right.
Okay, tell me more. Oh, that's it? That's
Oh,
okay.
I guess that is it. Yeah.
I guess this is the only option. My agent will check the village then.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of
What I wanted to say is, no, your village should die.
So this is like, you know,
Click on the glowing flower. Oh, okay, so, but first I want to.
Yeah. So just step down from your throne first and do all that. There's some feathers right next to you, by the way.
What do you mean feathers?
It's right on the ground, right below.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's it. I guess sometimes you have a messenger pigeon.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
you
so
could
that's
just
pitchy.
leave a
Alright, so
dipset.
castle is the thing with my daughter. When my wife asked me, you know, if I've learned something, is that keeping your wife happy is the most important part of being a
If you keep your wife happy, then the
Kingdom is
entire
happy.
kingdom is going to be happy.
Yeah.
Yep. Happy wife, happy kingdom, as they say.
I mean, in Game of Thrones, the one person that's not kept happy, and she happens to be a wife, murders like a lot of people. So you know,
Who's that?
does
Cersei?
Her name? Yeah, Cersei. Yeah. She's one unhappy.
You know,
wife.
in the books, Lady Stoneheart kills everyone as well. Goodbye. Hello, daughter. Goodbye. You just pick her up and yeet her off of the castle wall. That'll teach you.
Do you want to talk about what happened in the gardens? No, I'm fine, father. Okay, well, why don't you want to play with us? So Sally's been pretty nasty.
What's your approach here? What's your approach?
Okay,
What
understanding father.
You're going to be the understanding father.
I said I can see something's wrong. Why won't you talk to me? Is
That's
not
not
what
an
I said.
understanding father.
That is much more
That's
acute.
not an
story.
understanding father. That's not what an
That is a
understanding father
worse
would
tone.
say.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, let's insult the sister. That's it? Why don't you want to play with us? Maybe I'm not 5 anymore. I mean, I already know why she doesn't want to play with us. She's
You have to pet the cat.
thing crazy. Oh, that's a cute kitty. That's adorable.
I think there's an achievement for kept petting him 3 times. I already have it, of course. So you're not going to get it, but pretty sure there's an achievement. Yeah.
smell.
There it is.
Are you? Oh. Okay, so I talked to you, but
Goodbye. Doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
I screwed up.
Nice little scenic mountains, though.
I got like the aesthetic of the game.
Oh.
Well, I have to go to the
Yeah, you got to go to the sides to leave each scene. Then you can talk to your wife, talk to your daughter.
side. This is where.
This is where you play. This is the hide and seek garden, the family drama garden.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that this one, you're right that the other one is in her teenage years, right?
No.
But of course, since you're a king, that means she's bound to be married off soon enough, right? So that drama also comes in, right? And then you have to balance those decisions. So that's always really interesting. This is one of your younger daughters, and obviously you've got a baby daughter as well, who's nowhere even close to that stuff, right? So this daughter's a little bit too young to be married off, right? She's like, I don't know.
All right.
And then we can head back, just talk to the wife, get into the next week where we start making some real decisions. Oh, this is the dungeon.
Oh, right. The decent downports. Okay, weekly summary. Okay. That's gonna be costly. That's fine. Would have been crushed. There's a sign. I shall serve the mighty ones. I will dedicate my life to those in need. If I could get out of here, please. Why are you here again? Alright, I wanted the innkeeper on the street and stepped on his toe. I did this fault, but drank it all myself. I didn't even have the gold to pay for it.
That's a lot of beer, a gallon of beer.
Your Grace, I would have enlightened. I would never do such a stupid thing. I also for a higher purpose now. Just maybe let me out. Okay, what's the execution button?
You mean the murder button, right?
Oh yeah.
all of a sudden, Alvaro's already a king, dude.
Yeah. I think you will need some more time to think on your actions. There's no way he's telling the truth. He sounds so fake. It's not even close.
What are you talking about? He sounds very real. Okay, so now we can go back wherever and then just hit the flower in the middle of the screen to skip to the next week.
This guy's.
No? Okay.
Oh, okay. Taxes. Have people okay. I see. I see. That makes sense.
Yep. Gold supplies, army, and
Contentment, which is happiness. It is revolts was their petitions. They're happy their content will grow. Okay.
this would be a little like concerning, don't you think? If you were like the
king.
advisor to the king, and the king walks up to you one day and he's like, "So like, what are taxes? Why do I have to keep people happy again?"
I bet they've all had that conversation.
Yeah,
with
you know,
someone.
honestly, that's probably true, right?
Okay.
And then this is of course like your little
If
upgrade
to buy an
screen
upgrade,
in your.
click the button to upgrade name, and you will see the gas. Okay. Right. That's really important. Yeah, the pantry roof is gonna give a lot of happiness. Fuck the theater. And the market stall. All right.
2 gold per week though.
But you do lose a bit of resources. That's fine. How much do we have left?
We've got about another 2 minutes. So it's enough to talk to a couple of these petitioners here early on, see what they need. This is your general who you just sent away. Now you got your general back.
No sign of the monster.
Couldn't find the Irish.
We did stumble upon these bandits though. They're pillaging the village. Redhead, sharp teeth. Aggressor Adovia. I thought you were gonna only. What's it? A mythical nation?
We will find out.
Are you from Redovia? Redovia's my home. Oh, okay. These are the people. Okay. Okay. So they're trying to conquer us.
Something like that.
We're just making a living. What am I call plunder? I would call it hard work. You seem awful. Are you just a barbaric thief?
I think you can actually choose to execute this guy.
There's no question. I just need to do the one.
Well, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna murder him? What's the choice? Wow. You wanted to kill the guy that stole a gallon of beer? But this guy you're going to let through.
Yeah, of course, because the gallon of beer, he's like a citizen of the kingdom. He hasn't really chosen to do that, so if anything, he's in the cell. Also, to be honest, if the cells are already broken, he might just die, and I don't have to say that execute.
Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Okay. Okay.
So you could see a war is coming, right? If people are starting to all of a sudden...
Bank the Florentini. Okay. Always Florence, so they think about bankers, huh?
Yeah, that's very true. It's the same thing in like Game of Thrones. It's the only other like fantasy world that I've ever been invested in. So.
It's very interesting.
So you can borrow stuff and you have to pay it back with a little bit of interest, right?
Oh,
so.
I see. That's it for now.
Eventually, you unlock something that allows you to just send for people. So you can always call them back.
Did you really come here in front of everyone, tell on your sister? What?
Yeah, you're the king.
She wouldn't say what she did, but Sedani, as thick as she is, spilled everything to me this morning. Those two chit-chat all the time. I think I don't realize. Don't speak ill of your sister. People are through this. So sneaks out to some wedding, gets all drunk by the bad one all of a sudden. You are the bad one.
Stop it.
Oh,
Stop
okay,
it, timer. Yes, it is.
All right. I'm just gonna finish. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I think that's it.
Yeah. So eventually your family does start to grow on you a little bit. At least it did for me. That was kind of what I really enjoyed about the game. And I don't really know. To me personally, the sort of resource management style, like the kind of getting into the grand strategy sort of type, wasn't really my shtick. But I did genuinely enjoy the family story because it does get kind of compelling. But I don't know if that's really your thing.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the resource management in general for games. I often find that it just gets a bit too stressful, and it's like, well, I already have my job. I don't need an extra bit of stress. But I think, I don't know. I think I'll probably continue this for a bit, like just to see it out. I think I would continue.
Yeah,
it's a pretty solid game. I like the style a lot.
It's about 5 to 6 hours, I would say, to complete. So.
And I like the simple choices as well. I don't like the games that are like, oh, look at this overarching story, and then if you leave it for like an hour, you forget exactly what happened, and then you can't come back.
I got you.
This is very like individual, encapsulated. I like it. Yeah, this gets my approval.
There it is.
Better than Titanfall.
Better than Titanfall. Better than Team Fortress here, because you don't have to run on any walls. It's really easy what you can or cannot click on here.
Hey, dude, I want to tell you, I like relaxing games.
Well, if you want to also relax and watch some more, do you want to continue? Like, follow, subscribe, bell, ding us, do all that good YouTube stuff, and put comments down below on what we should try out next on Do You Want to Continue? But that's enough for this episode.
No, we will not listen to these comments, by the way. I hope you know. Like,
that's because he doesn't know, even if it's the most highly upvoted comment of all time, he's going to go, well, is that actually right?
Anyway, if you want to see next episode, tune in next week. And if you don't, then thank you for watching. Goodbye.